Hi, I'm Gift.
And I'm Glenn.
We the Choose You Real Estate team, and we go the extra mile to help you sell the home for more money and experience peace of mind.
Buying and selling real estate is one of the biggest financial commitments any family can undertake. Our goal is to sell each of our clients' home for the most possible money, netting you the highest return on investment in the shortest period of time. And this, put together, will give you peace of mind.
Our goal is to help you understand the whole process before you sign the contract. I come up with 18 steps how to buy a home. The very first step is very important to work with the lender. Today I have Glenn Barre from McLean Mortgage. He's going to tell you why it's so important to work with the lender.
Thank you, Gift. Yes, you are correct. It is very important to have getting fully pre-approved as your first step in the process. It's important for many reasons, one of which is so that the purchaser understands their true ability, purchasing power, sales price that they can qualify for. Also so that we can discuss programs and things to meet their specific needs. Different programs have different requirements, potential other guidelines that may impact their specific situation. Also so that we can go over and make sure that they fully understand the payment involved, as well as all the cash that's needed. Sometimes people have various accounts and money coming from different angles into the transaction, so we can review that to ensure a smooth closing process without any hiccups. We also review underwriting requirements and expectations for documentation that will be needed, as well as how that process works. Also, we want to review with them the closing process so that they understand the timeline of how everything works and expectations for that, so that we can have a smooth, timely closing. And also so that we can have you fully approved so that you have the most flexibility to make the best offer, be it closing quickly or stretching the closing out. But once we know that we have your loan fully approved, it's easier for Gift to help you craft a winning offer on the home of your choice.
Yes. You see how so important to work with the lender and get pre-approved at front, not just because you know how much exactly you have to look for the home for, and you also I have a power of negotiation to get the best price possible to close in the timeline that we're expecting to close. So step one, also working with the agent. Select the agent that working with you is the most important thing, because you're gonna help you not just the power of negotiation and save your time. Time is money, right? The way I recommend to look for the agent is look at them online or look at review. You see everything is public record now. So check their review. If you feel comfortable about them, set up a time or make a phone call interview, right? So when you meet in person, just make sure you have a good connection with the agent.
The next step after that is the actual home search. We have artificial intelligence built into our home search process. We will sit down with you, develop the criteria, and then put together a unique portal just based on your needs and requirements. Every day, or even immediately upon a house coming onto the market, you will receive an email that goes into your portal, and you will select which particular houses you find appealing. And it will start to narrow down and allow us to further hone in on the criteria that you're looking for in a home purchase.
I highly recommend to drive by the neighborhood to check out it is the right neighborhood. When you see the photo online, it looks so nice, perfect. But when you actually see the neighborhood, you may not like it. Many times I always tell them, to go different hour, different time, maybe weekend, lunch hour, then you can see exactly, okay, this is my dream home. This is my commute I want.
Number 4 is the internet. We utilize the internet in order to collapse the time it takes in order to find a house. You have access to our personal web portal on your phone or at your PC. Being able to use these particular tools will speed up the process and get us to market faster so you can select the right house that's good for your needs.
So number 5, writing the offer. writing the offer doesn't mean you're gonna get the home, right? So basically, after you identify which home you like, now you tell me, okay, this is the winner. The main goal is you want to win the offer, not just writing, sometimes if they have multiple offer, we also have to be prepared to increase the sale price or remove contingency or whatever it takes to get your home. So step 5, writing the offer. The offer is meaning you identify the property you already love and this is the winner. So you tell me, okay, writing the offer, right? I'm writing the offer. My goal is to win the contract. So sometimes I have to check with the listing agent how many offers they have in order for us to win the offer. Maybe we have to increase the offer sale price, or they don't have an offer at all. I will write the best offer for you. Maybe we offer seller subsidy, or depend on the detail, what is it get involved. I can go to all the process with you in person as well.
Step 6 is the status of the offer. Depending upon what type of contract that you decided to submit, which you would have discussed with Gift, there's many different types of contracts. We will be in constant communication with you and the listing agent to make sure that you know where you are with regards to the status of your offer. One of the examples as far as status of the offer could be a counter offer or slightly modifying your offer so you can win the particular property that fits your needs that you really want to own.
Step 7, when your contract is accepted, is called ratified contract. This is the celebration starting it, right? Because after this, we're gonna have everything lined up. You have to have financial contingency in place. And I will tell you everything is count by date. You have 7 days to do home inspection. You have 21 days for financial contingency. All these things, we can start working on intention.
Step 8 is the financial contingency. Now there's parts of this. On the first step, you're just getting your pre-approval letter, and that's what we're using to leverage in order to put together an offer on a particular property. Just because you have a pre-approval letter doesn't mean you're actually committed to from the bank side. It's just a pre-approval letter. Now we have to actually submit all the paperwork, the W-2s, 1099s to the mortgage company. And this will allow them to craft the final approval for your finances. So this step is the financial contingency phase.
Normally have about 21 days, depend on the contract that we wrote, but of course we will inform you. You have 21 days to get this approved. Step 9, doing a home inspection. So normally it's about 7 to 10 day contingency on the home inspection, right? So remember, the inspector get paid to find a problem in the home. They will find something in the home, right? Don't be alert by, oh my God, this is a terrible home, because they will tell you everything that you need to know. A lot of time, the seller will negotiate back with you, or I will be writing the addendum saying, okay, seller, can you fix this leak or anything related to plumbing, electrician, and foundation. But a lot of maintenance part, seller may not consider doing it. It just depends on negotiate.
Number 10, the appraisal. This assures that you're not overpaying for your property. Hypothetically speaking, let's say the house is $500,000 and you bid up to $520,000. In this particular step, the mortgage company is going to send out an appraiser to your new property that you have under contract and assess the actual value. This assures that you're not overpaying for your property. This report will come back to both you, the buyer, as well as the bank. If you have overpaid for it, this gives us an opportunity to renegotiate the sales price with the seller.
Step 11 is a lot of homes in Northern Virginia, DC area, have the HOA and the condo association. So you have 3 days to review the package, they call it resale package. When you receive it, if you feel like, this is not a good thing, or something happened that you really don't want the contract, then you tell the agent that, okay, I can't get out from the contract based on using the 3-day HOA or condo resale package.
Step 12, the survey. Meets and bounds. This is a fancy word for knowing where your property ends and where someone else's properties begin. So here in Northern Virginia, there's a fancy term called easements. So perhaps there's an easement either on your property or adjacent to your property. The surveyor is going to go in and put down small little, sometimes they call them silver pegs into the ground, so you know exactly where your property line begins and your property line ends.
So step 13 is this the title search. So remember, we get so many people involved in your transaction now, right? We have a title company, which is another third party that we're hiring them to do the clean and clear title, deed of trust before they transfer to you as a new buyer.
Step 14, arranging the closing. Very, very simple. We're going to discuss with you a good date to target the closing on your new property. We do this with the settlement company, the settlement attorney, and we make sure that the lender is also going to be able to meet this particular requirement.
15, final walkthrough. This is also one of my favorite part because remember you visit the home when you walk through the tour, right? And then the second time you do the home inspection. Now the last time is the final walkthrough. This is to guarantee that everything in the house that you purchase is stay the same. For example, you get the same microwave, washer, dryer, and everything there. So final walkthrough is also remind you about what is negotiated between the home inspection, right? When you ask them, the seller, to fix it for you, are they fix that? Do they provide you the receipt from the licensed contractor? So that way you can go there and check it. Yeah.
16, utilities. This is where you're going to reach out to the relevant utility companies to make sure on the closing date your utilities are turned on and the seller's utilities are turned off.
And the fun part is to review the closing document. The lender will send you a head up. You may already sign it, but you might not remember what number and how much down payment you have and all the detail, right? So it's called closing disclosure. So the lender review with you, the title company look at it, and I helping you go through the process to make sure you get enough funds to bring to the closing.
Step 18, I got the last number, number 18, the actual closing. At this, one of the most important thing is to make sure you bring some type of identification with you to the closing. They definitely need an identification, driver's license, passport, so they know you are who you say you are. You will also get your keys at the closing, which is kind of a celebratory event. Being able to close on a new house is very exciting. People are very enthusiastic, and it's just a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, not on top of that, don't forget to bring your check, right? Because the key is you're gonna sign the document, make sure you bring enough funds for the seller before they hand you the key. So you hand them the check, they hand you the key, then we celebrate. As you can see, there are so many steps get involved in between the contract to close, working with knowledgeable agents who care. Look for your best interest at the heart and central to your success. We are the agent. Call us if you have any question.